Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll talk to you again at halftime, but for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
And you know how they say it's not about the money? Sometimes it is about the money. Matt Ryan is going to average $30 million in salary per year now as one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, and he more than deserves it. The NFL's MVP in 2016.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They come in as the 3 seed, and this will very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this one. But while they wanted one of those top 2 spots, they're still in a pretty good position.
They are, and let's face it, any team that gets into the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a good position because they're doing what the rest of the league wants. A lot of people are sitting at home watching them, but you made a good point. Everyone is vying for one of the top 2 spots. You get an opening, you get a week off, don't have to play that opening week, and then you get a chance to collect yourself and see how everything else falls. But all in all, number 3 spot, they'll take it and run with it.
Yeah, maybe they get a win here and get some momentum. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Connects with Sanu right side. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
It's real easy to express how much you love about Julio Jones' game, because when you watch him perform, you see a little bit of everything. You see speed, you see strength, you see the power with the run after catch. But what you don't see is the work he puts in during the week, and you also don't see this. A #1 receiver, one of the best in the league, that doesn't act like a diva.
Drops it off for Coleman. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now it's Ryan. Escapes the sack. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. but he works so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. It's caught. This is White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Martin. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We got three. 280. Back 25.
On second down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On the give, this is their fullback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebackers, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hand.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never brought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still second down.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 1 quarter in the books here the opening weekend of the NFC playoffs. 10-7 our score. We're back to Atlanta in just a moment. This is the NFL, and you're watching EA Sports. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. After the interception, here's Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. On second down, Trubisky. And Martin's got it, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Trubisky will throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Now it's Trubisky. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This complete to Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in, because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks, move on. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ryan now off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, they're inching closer and closer here to their own goal line.
When you're backed up like
Still
that,
2nd down.
all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Hey, let's go. Ready, we're ready. Put it on. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead. Don't do anything silly. Run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. 2nd quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. Ryan, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
Here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Ryan on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. He got 29 yards that time.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. That goes for a gain of 31.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Complete to Jones. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that'll be held in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on third down. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They go play action here on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Off the bootleg, Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Martin's got it complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They go play action now. Ryan. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's got Sanu. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coleman now. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bullard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
That's some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if and he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Tech McKinley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well.
Personal
I think
foul.
this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And here now come the Falcons. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Third and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Get up!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Down right around the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, Devontae Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Still going. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Martin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Again, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Martin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.